Hello school leaders. NEP gives a lot of importance to AI and the internet in 21st century education. But we at iMature believe that AI and internet are not just important, they are God-level forces which will dictate the very survival of your school. You cannot lead a school successfully without thoroughly understanding the combined effect of NEP plus AI plus internet. The 20 questions of this toughest exam for Indian schools will test your clarity and prepare you to lead the inevitable transformation of your school. Let's try to answer question number 13. Can you visualize how digital technologies can help a student learn and practice 3 languages and help your school provide bilingual learning resources to students for various subjects? Articulate your vision. I am sure as an educator, you very well understand how beneficial it is for a student to know 2 or more languages and have the luxury to learn a topic in 2 languages. So, we are not discussing the why part of that. Let's come to the how part. This has always been a challenge even for the highly resourceful schools. To develop a good grasp over any language, students need to read, hear, speak and write that language regularly for years. That's how few of us Indians have picked up the English language. Currently, there is no shortcut to this process of picking up a new language. It's read, hear, speak, write regularly for years. That's the reason I believe why NEP stresses upon using digital technologies for this purpose and not rely on conducting traditional language learning classes. Because as we have seen, even the most resourceful schools cannot make their students confident in 3 languages using traditional methods. However, I am not sure whether the NEP designers were aware about the Language Lab, a system of teaching English to college students using software and multimedia. It's a huge flop, an epic failure, a disaster which can still be found in the colleges of India. So, with due knowledge of the Language Lab disaster, here is my vision how digital technologies should be used to help students to learn and practice a new language, including English. I wish to propose the same 3-stage learning process which we talked about in question number 2, with a slight modification. The original process looks like this. Stage 1, the teacher makes the students more curious, more hungry about the topic. Stage 2, students self-learn the topic using videos, AI tutors or other learning resources. Stage 3, the teacher engages with them to solve their doubts and help them with practice exercises. Now, in case of teaching languages, we must assume that the human teacher involved is not a native speaker or an expert in that language. Therefore, he or she will only act as a guide while the students self-learn the language. Let's modify our 3-stage process and take the example of teaching Japanese to your students. At stage 1, the teacher must show some age-appropriate Japanese videos, Japanese music or Japanese movies which are highly entertaining and engaging for children. In question number 2, we advised you against using entertaining videos for teaching concepts because that becomes a distraction. But here, we strongly recommend you to do so because good entertainment is often the best demonstration of a language. So, the best demonstration of Japanese will be found in movies, music and TV shows from Japan. But how will your teacher know which Japanese shows or movies to select for students? She will have to network with a few teachers from Japan who can give recommendations. This can be done only through the internet, on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram or some forums. At stage 2, apps like Duolingo and multimodal AI chatbots can engage with your students and give them corrective feedback. Multimodal AI chatbots such as ChatGPT 4o and Google Gemini can read what students have written on screen or on paper and can hear what students speak into the computer. At stage 3, the teacher must facilitate access to AI chatbots or online interaction with a school teacher from Japan who can solve her students' doubts. I personally believe that this process must be repeated every week for at least 2 years for a student to get a long enough exposure and practice of Japanese. For the second objective mentioned in this question, that is providing bilingual learning resources to students for various subjects, I don't see any other option than extensive use of AI tools. In this scenario, the teacher who is guiding the students to learn a foreign language must have strong command over DCIM skills related to content curation, online searching, and professional networking. Dear educators, it is my professional duty, like a doctor, to warn you that if you don't take NEP plus AI plus internet readiness on high priority, your education career or business could possibly end before 2030. You are most welcome to discuss your action plan with me.